What's going on, everybody? Jeremy here, and today we are in the home garage where currently Project Ladybird is being stored. Now, we're going through doing reassembly, getting everything put back together on it. We've got the back end pretty much buttoned up, but what we're doing today is not the video of it being in the booth. Now, one of the things that we've noticed, both Matt and myself, is that we've been getting a lot of questions about process of what we're doing, and Matt and I are on two opposite ends of the automotive field. He likes things that go fast and how to make them more powerful and optimize on that side of stuff. And that's what, all of his friends are geared towards, as to where my friends are all geared towards in the automotive field still, but more towards bodywork and making stuff shiny and really, on that side. So there were questions he couldn't answer. There's obviously questions I sure enough can't answer up underneath the hood. But we thought it'd be a cool thing just to, for Matt to put out a post about if you guys had any questions and whatnot. And we would just do a video and just ask them. Now, a majority of these questions came, and they're paint and body related. And there was one that came in for AC. So I had Matt go ahead and record a reply on that. And we're going to insert that in. Now, before we jump into this, let you know that the next video that comes out is actually going to be of the car whenever we're up in the booth and we're going through the process of painting it. That's going to be the next one coming up. We're going to go ahead and jump in on editing it, but I wanted to do this video for you guys and just answer some questions for you. So with that being said, let's jump right into them. All right, so our first question comes in from Jim Wingo. He says, Jeremy, did you use the foam tape to seal the jams since they were already the body color, or did you just tape them off and get ready? He's getting ready to shoot his car and wanted to seal off the jams. Normally just paint them, but not this time. So for this question in particular, no, we did not use foam tape. Guys who are not in the industry, foam tape is literally that. It's tape made of foam. It's a circular style tape, has an adhesive backing on it. Goes into the door jamb, kind of seals it up, prevents overspray. Now for this application, doing this paint job, no, we did not do that. I simply just put 6-inch paper on the inside and ran a fine line on there just to get it in and get it done. Now the reason I did that is because I still have to go into doing some adjustments on the door jambs. 14, 15 years of traveling and driving, you're bound to have some marks on them. So we're going to dress up a couple spots in there, just make it look better and then go on. So no, these were basically hard lined with fine line, and we're just going to dress them up a little bit from there. Next question, we have Jim Bob Jones, if that is your real name. He says that I assume this was a factory dark royal blue metallic 27 color, or did you go a shade darker? Now, on this one in particular, it is a factory GM color, however, it is not a factory Firebird color. The color on this is 9792 Indigo Blue Metallic. Now, this came in on the early 2000 Silverado trucks. The story goes, Matt loved it whenever he saw it. Kristen, his wife, saw it and she loved it. And everybody loved it, so they just went ahead and decided, yes, while everybody's in agreement, we're going to paint the car that color. And that's how it came to be. So it is a factory color, paint code 9792. Let me preference and just mention this real quick. If you're going to have something painted, bring us the paint code that you're wanting. Go to your paint store, tell them the paint code that you're wanting. It helps tremendously. We don't go by paint names, we go by paint codes. So. All right, next question that we have here is from Hobart Trent. How many coats of paint and clear? What guns do you use and pressure? So on this, we use the Chromax XP, and on this, we actually were able to get away with doing 2.5 coats. Now, this is a solvent-based paint put over a dark gray sealer, and I got full coverage really with 2 coats, but after that, I say 2.5 because that half coat is the drop coat, orientation coat. Basically, once you get full coverage, you're going to go drop your pressure down, 4 or 5 PSI. Some people do it more, and back off a little bit more from the panel and do a nice even coat across everything to set the metallics so that you don't have a cloudy look, a mottled look, anything like that. Everything looks nice and even. Now, as far as clear goes, we use the 74-500. Now, on this, it is just the production version of the 72-500. The 72 is a glamour clear. The 74 is that clear. It's just sped up. It's built for production. So it got 2 coats on that and did phenomenal. Really happy with how it is. We're still going to sand it and polish, dress it up some, but did great. So for paint guns, let me throw this out. I am a hardcore SATA paint gun guy. If I were to get one paint gun, if I was just doing hobby stuff and whatnot, it would be this 1500 Solve. This thing is a 1.4 nozzle. It is my backup gun for everything, so, from sealer to single stage, base, clear, whatever. I love this gun, this 1500 Solve. Metallics, I prefer my 4000 HVLP, 1.4 HVLP. When it comes to metallics, I have better metallic control with an HVLP than I do an RP or any other gun. You guys that are in the industry, you understand. Now for clear, this is just a special edition SATA 5000. This is the Phaser edition. 1.3 RP. You can get a traditional 5000. It's going to spray exactly like this gun, but just go from there and you're good. Now the clear, I was about 30 to 32 PSI. Base coat, I was about 22 to 24, and sealer, I was right at 20 to 22. All right, next question comes from James Warren. He says, I'm looking to do bodywork and paint on my current project, doing a little bit more research on paint and body, but can't find good brands that have everything. So for me personally, I am constantly bouncing back and forth between Axalta and PPG. I love those two brands. That's basically what I've sprayed my entire career. You can get everything that you need to them. Now, you can save money by going with a smaller paint company, a more mom and pop style. I know Tammy Miller, she just started up Revolt. I've used Tamco in the past. I've used a little bit of Orion. You can save money and still have a good warranty as long as you're following your TDSs. Make sure that you're comfortable with who you're buying from, no matter who it is. If you're comfortable and they're knowledgeable and they have a good warranty, they stand behind their product, absolutely go for it. All right, next question. This is from Pat Reddington. He says, what color and type of paint is most likely to hide blemishes for us non-purists? Ask any painter, they will tell you to paint it white. You can hide so much with white paint. Philip Thomas, without even discussing labor cost, it'd be interesting to know how much supplies have gone up over the last 10 years or so. I think people are so used to a $500 paint job mentality and it's gone away. Yeah, paint materials have gone up astronomical. I don't even know what to tell you on that. Whenever I price out a paint job, I try to take into consideration that it's taking time away from my family, my wife and my kids, time away from stuff that I want to do on top of other things. So, and then, you're pricing out the gallon of clear that you're going to need, the base coat, all of this. There's power in saying no if you're wanting to do side work, and people don't have to take your prices. They can go to somebody else. I look at it as, if I'm going to do anything on the side, it's going to be worth my time. Now, that being said, friends and family, absolutely. I mean, we're car guys. We help out each other. Obviously, what I do for family and close friends, hey, cover my supplies. I'll help you out as best I can, and I'll get you at my pricing. So that's just overall just being a good person, helping out your neighbor on that. So, and family, we do things for family. So hope that helps you out. I can't get too detailed on that. All right, last question is about AC. I am not your guy, so you don't want me explaining anything mechanical. Here's Matt.
Well, I got one question that I figured would probably be better if I answered, just because it's more about the running gear or whatever. Daniel Joy asked, I see parts of a new AC system. What did you go with and why? Did you buy an AC kit or just a few components to make it R134A? So the 84 Firebird uses a pancake style compressor. So it's an R4 compressor, and actually all of the third gens did. The early ones used a V-belt and the later ones used a serpentine belt. And the system that I sell, it's part of my Poor Kid kit, the brackets are made by ICT Billet, and it allows me to run a serpentine R4 compressor in a very close to factory location for like the 88 to 92 third gen cars, which means that I can run the factory 88 to 92 hard lines, which is really important because air conditioning hard lines, custom ones, are not always easy to come by. So one of the things that I wanted to do for serviceability was to make the air conditioning kit use as much OE type parts as possible. So the compressor is for a 1992 Camaro or Firebird, specifically because that's when R134A was introduced. It was mandated in mid-1991, so all of the third gens, the last year of 1992 cars had the R134A in them already, so that compressor is already set up for it. And then I also got the low and high pressure switches for the 134A, as well as the orifice tube. But the AC condenser and the AC evaporator core and the AC box that are on the firewall are factory 1984 components. So yeah, so that's really kind of how I do it. So basically, it's an aftermarket bracket. The ICT billet makes. You can get those at walterracecraft.com. Just a quick dumb plug. Anyways, and then you can, otherwise factory components for a 92 Camaro or Firebird. Anyways, back to you.
All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed that. I hope we answered the questions that you're needing. If you have any other questions, want me to go more in detail with anything, shoot me a message. I've got no problem with it. Here on YouTube, leave a comment, Facebook, whatever, wherever you're seeing this, leave a comment or shoot me a message and I'll answer it as best I can. So again, the next video that's going to be coming up is actually of the car in the booth, and we're going to walk you through the process. Guys, be well, stay safe. We're going to talk to you soon.